God is good, and for every day that passes, brings us a day closer to the launch of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. And today we're going to be looking at the recent development stream from Visionary Realms, the team that is bringing us our upcoming MMO home, Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. They showed us in-game footage of various systems, from the 3D in-house assets and terrain and biomes, the day-night system, weather, and so much more. The buzzword is immersion, and as you're looking at these beautiful environments, it's important to understand that all of these places can be explored, taking exploration to the next level. Swimming and climbing virtually any surface changes the dynamic of what it's like to play this game. Now, it should go without saying that how far you can climb or how long you can climb will depend on many different factors, but the world of Pantheon, known as Terminus, is looking like a wonderful place to explore and adventure in. This is what the game will look like. Pretty much, I mean, there's going to be some changes, but the 3D objects are their own. No longer placeholders or gray boxes, but in-house art now. The ground itself is the only thing that they later went on during the Pantheon+U show to say is still a placeholder. It is truly impressive to see all of this in-game and to know that this is what we will be experiencing soon. It was only a few months ago, after all, that we were looking at this same area in gray box form. Now there is grass everywhere, shrubbery, swaying trees. The production for Pantheon is moving fast now. As Joppa had said many times, the word of 2022 is imminence, and that it is what we are seeing now. And it's so exciting. Now the water also looks really good, and notice how dark and foreboding and mysterious it is, knowing there are secrets underneath. Joppa talked about how the water is another frontier. The anaerobic exploration of diving into its depths is more than simply pressing the page down key to dive under. You can also see how, depending on the depth of the water, changes its color as it would in real life. Speaking of water, they mentioned they were working on this swimming system to get it plugged into the game. I think the waves kind of lapping and the attention to detail here is fantastic, as well as the way that the kind of light is shimmering and reflecting off of the surface. Next up was the day-night cycle, where they show off a paladin. I did say paladin, that's a paladin you're seeing there. Pretty fantastic. Ronick said he added that in there into the video just for me, so thank you very much, Ronick. And there you see it running through morning, midday, and dusk. Now, at first when I saw this, I was scared that the night wouldn't be dark, but they hadn't shown actual night yet in these shots, so don't worry. As they do show it, you can see that it truly is very dark, letting you know you will need a torch or dark vision or some sort of light source. Nighttime also changes the dangers you're going to encounter, unique creatures, and also NPCs behaving to the night, closing shops down, pulling out lanterns or torches, etc. There are also certain flavors in the game as well, such as flowers only bloom in the moonlight, or certain things that can only be crafted when it has the moon touching it, and that kind of thing. So the day-night isn't just for show or just to change the lighting, it has gameplay repercussions as well. Now, sometimes it's hard to show how cool things are, but I think they did a good job when showing the full cycle, and although at the time of recording this, they left the clouds in one position, they did later on the Pantheon+U show clarify that the clouds move depending on many factors, such as weather, which, speaking of weather, they show off this area going up to Thronefast on a clear sunny day, then on a foggy evening, and it absolutely changed the mood and looks eerie and spooky. Also, they discussed the degree that they can tune that fog. It can naturally roll in as weather occurrence or at varying degrees of how thick this fog can and will be. And then they showed off the rain and the lightning, and thunder was really next level. Talk about changing the player's mood. I have mentioned how, imagine walking at night with your torch out, trying to find somewhere safe from the storm, and as you and your party are moving through thick forests, the rain begins to fall heavier. You are struggling to see, and then the lightning lights up the area for a moment with a crash of thunder, and a huge hulking monster stands in your way, lit up by the lightning ahead of you. These are the kind of things that you can absolutely expect to be possible and happen in Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Real quick before we continue, I want to give a major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thanks to their contributions, I can get the equipment and gear that I need to keep this channel ticking, covering MMOs, RPGs, and of course, puppets. If you're interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below. It it would be greatly appreciated. And a very special major shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Toke Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, and Farthest Reach. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Now onto the video. And we talk about immersion, but in a dangerous world full of hidden caves and secret lore, a world filled with ancient magic, giants, trolls, and fantastical dragons in adventure. These weather systems are intertwined into spells and abilities as well. So although it looks cool and creates immersion, it is so much more than simply a visual experience. They also went on to say there will be seasons in the game, so areas will look different as the seasons pass through, which is so much more than any of us expected, in my opinion. Now, I was very impressed with everything they showed off to us, and it feels very good and almost like a sigh of relief to see the world looking so good, so close to being what we will actually experience in alpha, at beta, at launch. I think the lighting is top notch. The sound effects were excellent, and they were punching way above their weight when they created this for the size of the team and pulling it off to this degree. Now, testing for VIP members is coming soon. No word on when yet, but I do believe they are working on that network stack to get it to a point that testing can be done in a way to give them the data they need to continue production of the MMO. Now, we've seen a lot of projects come and go, but here's Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen, marching forward in such a beautiful fashion, getting more goals knocked out month after month, year after year. I know many are tired of waiting, but I for one am glad to wait as long as they continue showing progress. I can taste it, I can feel it. We are a day closer to the launch of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Now remember, Pantheon is a crowd-funded MMO, and our pledges give them the funds they need to hire more programmers to get this game done faster. So the ball is in our court to help them finish and get this in our hands. Now let me know what you think of all this in-game footage. How does it make you feel? Are you excited? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. We cover MMORPGs and RPG content in general, including tabletop RPGs such as Dungeons & Dragons. Also, if you would like to support the channel, check out the Napalm Loot Store with links to products right below this video. We have dwarven crafted shirts and mugs, some of them geared towards your favorite classes. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming. I saw her plate Nell shining through the moonlight. She's a knight shining bright in the light. Oh, her plight, it's so right, travel through the night. Holy might, rightful fright, as she smites. As she runs, I wonder what be her quest. She is blessed on a test, I confess. Plate dressed, full of zest in her chest. I can only guess she's just stressed under test. She got a crest on her breast on the church behest. Pound and playable soon, but I digress. She dropped a bless, I expect no less. Onwards and upwards, we all press. Don't try to oppress Pantheon's progress. I obsess, I assess VR's bench press. I profess the pally I soon possess. What class shall I be? Why don't you take a guess? I can't wait to be a paladin. I just wanna be a paladin. And soon I will be a paladin, baby. I just wanna be a paladin.